So, well, 2 days after being declared NDA's vice presidential pick, CP Radhakrishnan will be introduced to all the NDA MPs by the Prime Minister himself today. He will be filing his nomination as the vice presidential candidate tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the presence of chief ministers and deputy chief ministers of the NDA ruled states. His election is almost certain given the NDA's superior strength in the parliament. The NDA, remember, has 422 MPs in both houses, while the numbers needed to win the VP election is 394. So there will be 20 MPs who will propose his nomination, with the Prime Minister being the first proposer.
नॉमिनेशन हम 20 तारीख 11 बजे करेंगे। नॉमिनेशन में सारे एनडीए के फ्लोर लीडर्स और एनडीए के मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट सबका हस्ताक्षर होगा। सारे एनडीए के लीडर्स और एनडीए के मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट सब इस नॉमिनेशन फाइलिंग के प्रोसेस में जुड़ेंगे।
Now, CP Radhakrishnan is a senior leader of the BJP and the current governor of Maharashtra. His name was approved by the BJP's parliamentary board on Sunday. A two-time Lok Sabha MP from Coimbatore, Radhakrishnan is a leader who is rooted in RSS ideology and belongs to the OBC Gounder community. It's a dominant caste in West Tamil Nadu, and BJP's move is being seen as a strategic gamble ahead of the Tamil Nadu Assembly polls next year. The Tamil Nadu BJP leaders have also appealed to all the parties in the state to keep aside political differences and back the candidature of the Tamil leader. In fact, BJP's gambit appears to have caused cracks in the India Bloc. While the Congress largely focused on Radhakrishnan's RSS background to criticize the BJP's pick, the Shiv Sena UBT welcomed his candidature, calling him a person with a good personality and a leader who is non-controversial.
No, if they see RSS background, which is a national movement and a movement for secularism, I think then they are making a mistake. They should see him as a Tamilan. They should see him as a patriot belonging to a great RSS movement.
We all know that Mr. CP Radhakrishnan has a background of RSS, and he proudly wears that RSS badge. His RSS links can't be forgotten.
तो ये तो है, जिन लोगों ने जंग आजादी में जिस विचारधारा ने इंजेक्शन से खून ना दिया हो, उसने पूरे देश के ऊपर कब्जा कर लिया है। ये आजादी की सांस जिन्होंने दिलाने का काम किया, उनको भूल करके ऐसे लोगों को याद किया जा रहा है।
मैं ये मानता हूँ कि एक अच्छी पर्सनालिटी है, नॉन कंट्रोवर्शियल है, तो हमारी तरफ से उनको जरूर शुभकामनाएं हैं।
So what the BJP has said is that all parties should come together to support his candidature. The DMK has suggested that the India Bloc should field another VP candidate from Tamil Nadu. The DMK has in fact also pitched the name of the party MP Tiruchi Siva. The India Bloc leaders are scheduled to meet at 12:30 p.m. today to finalize the name of their VP candidate. The official announcement is expected after the meeting is slated to be held at the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's house. And Times Now has learnt that many names are currently being discussed as the probable candidate for the India Bloc. These also include the names of the former ISRO scientist Mailaswamy Annadurai, who led the Chandrayaan-1 mission. A meeting of the India Bloc leaders was also held yesterday to hold discussion on this very issue. Now, before yesterday's meeting, sources say that the DMK MP Kanimori had spoken to leaders like Akhilesh Yadav and appealed to support the candidate that was pitched by the DMK, that is Tiruchi Siva. But the opinion within the alliance is that the candidate should be non-political. According to sources, the alliance wants the candidate to be either from Bihar, where the elections are going to be held soon, or from Tamil Nadu, from where the NDA has fielded its candidate. It has also learnt that Samajwadi Party and the RJD were initially not in favor of really fielding a candidate and making it a contest, instead being in support of supporting the NDA candidate. They were of the view that a battle that they are certain to lose could have a negative impact in the Bihar elections. But at the end of the day, the parties maintain that they are ready to go with the decision of the alliance. My colleague Kritika is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Kritika, the decision has been made by the NDA. The announcement has come in. But for the India bloc, there seems to be still a lot of discussion on what's going to happen next. Whose name are they going to pick? And it looks like parties are all pulling at each other with different names, different suggestions. What's expected in this meeting today?
Well, of course, this is what we saw last evening as well when the meeting was convened of the opposition bloc leaders as well, that no name, not one name has been put forward in a unanimous manner. There is still a lot of talks about different names, as you rightly mentioned. DMK Suruchi Siva is a probable candidate that the DMK is putting up. We've also heard about discussions around the name of former ISRO director Malaswamy N.D.A. and social activist as well, due to their non-political background. But it remains to be seen what sort of contestation would be put up, who will be the candidate for the India bloc, and whether or not if the entire opposition bloc goes together to in fact put up a name and go ahead with the contestation of the same. Because as you said, the NDA has made it clear yesterday as well, Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, had asked all parties to in fact come together and back the name of Maharashtra Governor CP Radhakrishnan as the nomination for nominee, in fact, for the vice presidential candidate. So this is the strategy of the NDA alliance. Yesterday also we saw how Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had reached out to YSRCP, had reached out to Jagan Mohan Reddy to secure the backing of the YSRCP MPs as far as the candidature of Mr. Radhakrishnan is also considered. So we're seeing how efforts are also being made on part of the Defence Minister, who's been made the in charge for the vice presidential elections, to reach out to the opposition parties. But in the same light, we're also seeing that today a meeting will also be held at Congress chief's Congress chief's residence to decide on the same and whether or not the opposition parties, all of them will come together to put forward a contestation. Okay. Because remember, this is also coming in the light of yesterday we saw how even Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party had come together with the opposition to challenge the election commission. So it is all happening in the same very backdrop, and any cracks right now in the alliance as far as the vice presidential nominee and how this entire process has to go will also be a crucial political flashpoint, because remember, the nomination will be filed tomorrow itself. So there isn't like a lot of time that has been that is left with the opposition parties to come together and collectively announce the name. Over to you.
Okay, all right. Kritika, do stay with us. A big story today, of course, as the meeting takes place, we will be looking at what the outcome is going to be.